Okay, great morning. I was going to do a reading this morning on why the military is following orders. Why are they just not refusing to follow orders? I keep getting sent these things, what the military can and cannot do. You know, this is being sent by people that have not been in the military, okay? If you've been in the military, you understand, number one, if you're an underling and you don't follow orders, you'll be court-martialed, okay? It's that simple. But, be that as it may, let's look at the reading why military is still following those orders, okay? The higher-ups, okay? Well, we've got Cupid. We've got that they are, the higher-ups are there for their will, appetite, fidelity, okay? They are army, military, hoorah, semper fi. I mean, they are military, the higher-ups. And a lot of things are always concealed. They're not, they're not made public. A lot of things with military, as you know, are not made public, okay? What we have with that is their thing of that they are there to support and defend, yes, the Constitution. They are there to defend the country, to bring honor, okay? So that's what we have underneath of it all, at the center of it all. They are there to do the bidding of the president, commander-in-chief, okay? Now, that being said, going into this, yes, this is weighing heavily on people, but they feel they are out in the cold with being able to change this, okay? And you'll see why as we go forward, okay? So again, the higher-ups, the only ones that could decline to follow an order is the higher-ups. 4-star generals, 5-star, 4-star generals, the ones in charge. Because the ones flying the planes, the ones that are going, there's no way they would be court-martialed if they refuse to follow an order. Okay. So, underneath of it, the foundation of it is, again, things are hidden and they're under investigation. It's not our department. This should be on somebody else's department to investigate this. Okay? They're depending on another department to investigate. Because why are they following? Why are they just saying, no, this is unlawful? Because it's not something that directly affects the nation's security. Okay? It's unlawful, it's dark, it's crappy, but it has to do with monetary things. It's not a direct threat to the United States. Now, if he told them to set off a nuclear bomb and go bomb somewhere, that's a different story. That would get us in a war. This is not getting us in a war. This is just his illegal activities. So, again, they see him profiting for himself. Okay? And it's their job just to maintain balance. They're juggling this, they're doing their job. Our job is to keep a lid on this, okay, and to do our jobs. That's what they're there for. Okay, rally around, do our jobs, keep a lid on it. Okay, keep a lid also on their emotions and, go forward. So what's underneath of it again, this is, our job is to defend the country, to take action. They think that this comes under the heading of the courts. It's not our job to say no. We're going to fuel up at a different airport. This is not affecting national security. It is not, so in that case, they say, this is our job to follow our orders. It's up to the courts and the Congress and other divisions to look into this. Okay? But it's our job at the moment, follow orders, keep a lid on it. Okay? Again, defending the Constitution, defending the country. And in this, it's weighing on us, but we're out in the cold to do anything about it. Okay? So that's why. It's not something, if they can refuse to follow an order if it is going to put the country in jeopardy. This is not putting the country in jeopardy. Okay? Yes, it's illegal. Yes, he is profiteering. Okay? But it is not a direct threat to our national security, which is what their job is to protect the national security. Okay? Again, the only ones that could refuse to follow an order, and it has to be something that would affect something, a dire thing. This is, they're saying, look, this is something that needs to be handled by by the House, the Senate. There are those other departments that look into abuse of military funds and look into the abuse of these things. It's their job to handle it. It's our job just to carry out orders and keep a lid on this. And so that's what they're doing. They're following orders, keeping a lid on it, no matter how. And now the military, the ones that are doing this, they get to stay at a nice they get to stay at a nice motel rather than being on the military base. You'd be going, hey, this is okay. We don't care. We fuel up here. We fuel up on a military thing. The ones that are actually doing the plane, that have that duty. Okay? But this is not something that is escaping. There are investigations going into it. Okay? And again, there's a chain of command, and there's also like a chain of command when it comes to what they could refuse to do and whose job it is to look into it. This is other departments' jobs to look into something like this. This is not affecting our national security. Okay? If it were something, again, affecting national security, this was going to get us in a war or something of that nature, and they're being told to, like, say, take a bomb and go bomb Hiroshima, they would refuse to follow that. We're not at war with Japan. We're not going to go, if he gets a crazy things that tells him, you need to go drop another nuclear bomb on Hiroshima. I don't like what they're doing. Okay, we're not at war with Japan. They would not follow that order. Okay, but this is something entirely different. Yeah, he's a grifter. He's a con man. He's a thief. But his thieving and conning is not affecting national security. Therefore, it's our job to follow that order. It's from the commander-in-chief, and we turn it over to other departments to be investigated. Okay. And if if the commander-in-chief says you don't turn over documents, again, you don't turn over documents. I know it's a miserable system and things need to be changed, but unfortunately, that's the way it still is. Okay, so I'm going to leave this here. Thanks for tuning in. We need to definitely change the system. And again, you know, this is really putting in the face to show what we need to change. Okay, things are going to get better. You just need to hang in. Again, it could be something much worse than that. Okay, yeah, he's a con man. This is just another nail in his coffin as to RICO charges, running an illegal business. He's running an illegal business from the White House. Now, as far as emoluments clause, and when they read the emoluments clause, there's something in there that's a bit troubling. It's saying you can't get money from foreign entities. Well, a lot of this stuff that he's doing is not foreign. He's stealing money from the people here, but that's not foreign. Okay? So, unfortunately, in that emoluments clause, it's not addressing stealing money from America, grifting, doing what he's doing. Now, they can get him on the emoluments thing when it comes to his hotels that are being bought, all these rooms being bought by these foreign things. That's another thing entirely. But it doesn't sound like in the emoluments clause that it addresses stealing money, misappropriating funds. There should be another thing that can deal with that, but I'm not hearing it in the emoluments clause, unfortunately. So we'll have to see what happens with that. Anyway, for the moment, these things are hidden that are going to be coming to light. His misappropriations of funds, government is looking into it. Okay. At the moment, they may be still a little stymied and things are still being looked into, but there will be action will be taken. Okay. And we will be celebrating in the end. Okay. We will be celebrating in the end because this is coming forward. Okay. And it's a tower moment for the royal prince up there. It's crashing down soon. Okay. Yeah. They're also looking into the others that may be involved in this, and they want a strong case first. They want to have a very strong case. Yeah. And catch all of those that are involved in this misappropriation and the things that are going on. Okay? Yeah. Okay, let's... Yeah, they're looking into all of Trump's things, all of his dealings, his grifting stuff, all the things that he's involved with. Okay? In his delusional mind that he thinks he's going to get away with. Okay? Yeah, to enrich himself. Okay? It's coming down. Yeah. So, anyway, yeah, this is this is just one of the last nails in the coffin, so to speak, with this coming out about his using a small airport to keep his golf course alive in Scotland. Okay. So I'm going to leave this here. In a way, you got to look at the other side of this. In a way, it's good that they followed orders to do this, because there is paperwork. They do see that these planes are being diverted there. If they would not be following that order, diverting those planes, we wouldn't have this on the Trump. Okay? So this is just another nail in the coffin to indict him later and to put him in jail. Jail, jail, jail. Okay? So look at the bright side of this. It's not affecting national security, and this is yet another nail in the coffin. And this is another thing that's going to maybe, when they get back, force him to start stepping down. Because when they get back this time, when they get back in, they're going to go forward with looking into this impeachment hearings, okay? And all this stuff is really going to start coming out, okay? So I'm going to leave this here. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great morning. See you online. Aho.